Thank you for your kind introduction, Chairman. I am Min Jae-yoon from South Korea, and it's my honor to present my topic in this session. My topic is early detection, diagnosis, prediction, and prevention of heart failure through artificial intelligence. This is the picture of our hospital, Seoul National University Bundang Hospital, and our heart failure team has three professors, Dr. Choi, Dr. Park, and me. Our heart failure research team is focusing on research using AI, and we published a review paper this year in the IJHF, the journal, official journal by the Korean Society of Heart Failure. My presentation is divided into two topics. First, importance of big data approach and AI in medicine, especially in heart failure. And the second, application of AI in heart failure. First, the technology of AI has developed a lot in the last decade. As shown in the figure, with the artificial intelligence concept, there are machine learning and deep learning. AI is defined as the intelligence of computer or machine that enables it to imitate or mimic human capabilities. Machine learning is a subfield of AI that empowers computers to analyze data beyond programmatic procedures. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning that uses multiple layers of artificial neural networks. Now I'll tell you about the importance of the big data approach and AI in medicine. Enormous amounts of extremely high dimensional or unstructured data are being produced in medicine. Patients receive numerous diagnostic tests, invasive procedures, and therapies, generating large amount of data. The size, complexity, and dynamic nature of these big data can be challenging for traditional analytic methods. Thus, this necessitating the development of new paradigms and new analysis techniques. As shown in this figure, in medicine, there are very many health records, medical imaging, medical device, and wearable device. So, in medicine, AI and big data approach is very important. As I already mentioned, there are differences between traditional statistical models and machine learning algorithms. High-dimensional data set with numerous variables present a challenge for traditional statistical techniques, whereas machine learning methods are well suited to handle such complex data. Moreover, machine learning can evaluate intricate connection between predictors and handle correlated or collinear data. Also, to accommodate temporal changes in data, machine learning can generate dynamic models that are continuously updated using new training data. For example, remote monitoring and wearable devices are now used in cardiology department, and this generating a large amount of data. So why is AI more important and useful in heart failure? Heart failure is an important target for big data research and AI because heart failure itself complex etiology, numerous comorbidities, and prolonged and progressive course of the disease. Heart failure requires a substantial amount of clinical information, leading to the accumulation of big data. For example, heart failure patients has very many data. Clinical data including electronic health records, imaging, echocardiography, ECG, remote monitoring, and other omics data. So, in heart failure, in particularly, AI is very important and useful. This figure shows the stages of artificial intelligence for heart failure. With the development of computers since 1960s, the concept of traditional machine learning began. After 2010, deep learning is widely used, and since 2020, generative AI, represented by ChatGPT, has been used widely. Now, I'm going to talk about the application of AI in heart failure, and I focus mainly on research conducted in South Korea. AI can be used in heart failure for various purposes. Example, prediction of incident heart failure, diagnosis of heart failure, prediction of heart failure outcomes, classification of heart failure phenotypes and treatment, optimization of therapy, and machine learning and clinical trial design. Today, I'll focus these three. First, diagnosis of heart failure. Correct diagnosing heart failure can be challenging because heart failure is a complex syndrome rather than a single disease entity. Thus, AI clinical decision support system, called AI CDSS, has the potential to assist physicians in heart failure diagnosis. This figure shows the AI CDSS platform. Knowledge acquisition and inferencing layer is the most important part of AI CDSS. It can help heart failure diagnosis, risk prediction, and heart failure monitoring services. Our team developed AI CDSS for heart failure diagnosis. We combined expert-driven knowledge acquisition and data-driven knowledge acquisition. In the expert-driven knowledge acquisition, the clinical recommendation for diagnosis of heart failure were transformed into a mind map. In the data-driven knowledge, the machine learning algorithm was used with the clinical variables, including echocardiography parameter. By combining these two, we created a hybrid CDSS for heart failure diagnosis. We applied this hybrid CDSS to a retrospective cohort. The gold standard is a diagnosis by the heart failure specialist. The concordance rate in half-LEF or half-MLEF was 100% across three CDSS. However, in half-PEP, the diagnostic accuracy was 82%, 78%, and 99% for each expert-driven, machine learning-driven, hybrid-driven CDSS, showing a remarkable increase in accuracy by 8% with the hybrid approach. We also applied this hybrid CDSS into a prospective cohort. It demonstrates the remarkable diagnostic accuracy of 98% of heart failure diagnosis, which was higher than that of the non-heart failure specialist. Next study I will introduce is the ECG deep learning for heart failure diagnosis. ECG is inexpensive and easy to perform. Dr. Kwon analyzed 55,000 ECGs and developed a deep learning algorithm for ECG-based heart failure identification, LVEF less than 40%. By using this ECG deep learning algorithm for internal validation and external validation, this figure shows the high AUROC of each score, suggesting that ECG alone can be used to detect reduced LVEF. Another study is the AI for simple ECG analysis. Another Korean doctor developed ECG deep learning and created a smartphone application named ECG Buddy. When you install this app and take a picture of ECG and press the Analyze button, this application shows the probability of heart condition. Example, LV dysfunction, RV dysfunction, pulmonary edema, pulmonary hypertension, or even acute coronary syndrome. This app shows the probability of this score, and when you're using this app provides the probability of heart condition, and in heart failure aspect, it can be very useful tool. Now I'll tell you the prediction of outcome in heart failure. In heart failure, prediction of heart failure by AI can be useful. In this study, Dr. Kwon analyzed 12,000 data set and make a risk score, called DAHF risk score, to predict heart failure mortality. And they validate this score in the Korean Acute Heart Failure Registry. You can show the figure And this DAHF risk score can predict in-hospital mortality or one-year mortality accurately with high AUC, showing that better prediction value than traditional risk score, GWTG HF risk score. Also, our team developed a quantitative ECG. It means when ECG was trained to detect severe urgent clinical condition, including shock, cardiac arrest, and reduced LVEF. The QCG ranging from 0 to 1 point, and we applied this into the Korean acute heart failure registry. When applied, it can predict in-hospital cardiac death and long-term mortality very well than other traditional parameters. So also, AI can be used for classification of heart failure phenotypes and treatment. Especially, HFpEF is a heterogeneous disease. SHA performed phenomapping for heart failure patients using machine learning algorithm and data from electronic health records. They grouped HFpEF patients into 3 phenotypes using clinical traits, echocardiographic parameters, ECG, invasive hemodynamics, and outcomes. Also, this graph shows these 3 phenotypes for HFpEF showed very different clinical outcome. Also, heart failure cluster can be used in clinic predicting therapeutic responses. In the left figure, you can see the heart failure cluster can be used to discriminate the prognosis of heart failure. And right figure, the response to drug treatment can also be predicted by heart failure clustering. We did a phenomapping analysis using a very famous data set of Paragon HF trial, which analyzed the sacubitril valsartan in HFpEF. Using the data, we calculated an individualized hazard ratio, which means the hazard ratio for particular patient compared to neighboring surrounding neighborhood. By moving towards good responder to sacubitril valsartan, age, BMI, LVEF, and other variables tend to increase or decrease in the later plot. Similarly, the Kaplan-Meier curve showed significant difference pattern according to individualized hazard ratio, suggesting that different response according to heart failure phenotype. Last, I'll show you the mobile app for heart failure treatment. Heart failure guidelines recommend a multidisciplinary approach, discharge education, and self-management for heart failure. However, the recommendations are challenging to implement in real clinical setting because higher costs and requiring more infrastructure and manpower. Now, advance of smartphone and mobile application, nowadays, mobile app for heart failure can be available. In Korea, by 7 tertiary centers, we performed smart HF trial and made smartphone app and platform. It consists of 3 parts: central platform, patient app, and medical staff web dashboard. Patients can enter information into the app, including vital sign, body fluid, symptom and diet, medication, exercise, and by using Bluetooth, blood pressure, or body water measures were automatically linked to this app. Also, patients can check their trend of entered value, and the app can automatically provide feedback based on entered value. This is the result. After 1 month of follow-up, the dyspnea score is better in the intervention group who used mobile app than control group, and the edema was reduced after 1 month. So our mobile app platform demonstrates the feasibility and efficacy of improving the symptoms of patients with heart failure. Considering the high costs of classical patient provider interventions, self-care and feedback through mobile app are promising alternatives. This is the last slide. The accumulation of clinical information from patients with heart failure generates big data, which poses challenge for traditional analytic methods. Nowadays, big data approach, AI, machine learning, and deep learning are widely used in the field of heart failure. AI algorithm can help in the diagnosis and classification of heart failure and predict the prognosis and therapeutic response. Various data, including ECG, echocardiography, electronic health records, remote monitoring, and wearable devices, are used in AI for heart failure. The incorporation of AI tools is expected to revolutionize heart failure management and significantly impact patient outcome, thereby enabling more precise and personalized care of heart failure patients. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.